Welcome to Squared Circle Spotlight, the heavyweight champion of wrestling podcasts.
Welcome back to another episode of Squared Circle Spotlight. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to keep hearing all the madness. Last week was a weird one. Jeremy, I see you got a haircut.
Yeah, I missed that long hair a little bit. I think I might grow it out.
I fully expected you to wear it again.
Oh, it's right over there. I can go put it back on if you'd like.
No,
there were a couple comments. I think that people like Jeremy in the wig. So
that's true. There is.
My luscious locks.
But we are back with a whole new episode and a whole new stipulation. So tonight we're going to do a little fantasy booking, a little trading between WWE and AEW. So we'll talk about that. You've got some more merch from none other than Jeremy this week. I think it's 2 weeks strong with merch from Jeremy. Then we're going to give our picks for Wrestlepalooza, which is next weekend, reveal our stipulation, and then we have a magical gimmick tonight that Kathy will take us through. So let's get it started with some fantasy booking. So my question or thought is, who would you trade from AEW and WWE that would instantly make each brand better? And I won't go with Jeremy first. I want to pick on him a little bit. But I'll go with, let's go with Charlie.
Who would I pick to make? All right. Well, WWE is, it's running is A game, right? The only way you can beat it or add to it is to add an A plus player, and let's be honest. I know he wears it's a Burberry, but I'm trying to do my best. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the best heel in wrestling. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge AEW fan, but when I was, and the spots I still watch, it's because of this guy. He is wrestling's greatest heel. So immediately he's over, like we're over. He'll help any locker room, and I think you want to send someone to. Okay, here we go. People might hate me for this, but CM Punk. He draws ratings. He'll go back to AEW. People will watch. I will watch. Catherine will watch. Joe, you will watch. Jeremy, you might watch.
Probably
Who knows? But people will watch. CM Punk consistently proves that he is ratings. So if AEW is a little low on the ratings, so if you need ratings, you call in CM Punk. I know he's been there. I know the history, but controversy equals cash. In the words of Eric Bischoff, or creates cash.
Let me ask you a quick question on that. How would you book his return? What would his debut be?
Go to somebody else and then come back to me.
You pick. Who's next?
Let me go to Kathy.
You took mine. I should have known when I saw the scarf before we logged on that this was you. I was going to have to figure it out. So I will start with my WWE to AEW. I think, now you got me thinking about people that can go back. I was trying to go to people that never were there. I'm going to go Kevin Owens. I think he would do really well, especially with this kind of brutal era of AEW that's going on. I think he can keep up with all of what's happening right now without making it maybe bring down the gore a little bit, but still be brutal. If we're going to go, I think if Daniel Bryan went back to WWE, that would be massive. I think he belongs there. I don't know if he would, but then again, I also never thought CM Punk would. So I think if he brought back, just go straight old school, yes, chance.
I have a problem. AJ Lee's came back. That's been awesome. If Daniel Bryan comes back, do we have to have Brie mode come back? Please tell me Brie.
I'm sure it will, honestly, because Nikki is there already.
I don't need.
I don't want it, but I don't even. It's gonna happen, whether we like it or not. The Bella Twins are going to come back. It's going to happen.
Just back for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least there's going to be appearances. There's going to be some. They're going to pull out some storyline like they are with AJ and CM Punk. Somebody's going to piss off Nikki, and she's going to need her sister, and it's going to be this whole thing. But I think that would be one of the just as big of a jump as CM Punk was. So
that'd be huge.
There was different rules than I anticipated. So.
All right, who's up next?
Let's go to Jeremy.
Oh,
he doesn't like this one because he doesn't know anybody. That's why I want to hear what he has to
bring back. I know who I want to bring from AEW.
Yeah, what's AEW?
I know who I would want to bring back. Moxley.
Who?
I think he's comfortable there.
Well, see, I have a whole lineup of how I would like him to come back in a sense, or a whole mindset about it. Like, the storyline would be him going after those former Shield members again, but like in dark alley aspects of it to build up, like trying to get back at both of them. So Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns eventually going after them again.
See, I would only want to see it as the opposite. I would only want to see it as a union of the Shield again.
Yeah. First one sounded a little ChatGPT-ish.
No. That's
all right, Jeremy. Then who from WWE you sending to AEW in return?
That's AJ Styles. I don't know. Like,
you son of a bitch. You stole both of mine.
Oh man, I should have picked Joe, so then he literally had no answer.
Yeah.
Why do I ever listen to your wrestling picks, Joe?
Just because he would be a big name there right now and get that championship run that he deserves. And there's too much in the roster, I think, right now for him to get that big push.
You're reading off the teleprompter.
I'm going to jump into mine because you literally stole word for word almost my everything I was going to say.
Get out of here.
One.
I swear to God, look, there's nothing going on over here. I can panic.
I didn't write my answers down anywhere, so there's no way you could have gotten
They've been texting each other all week.
Yeah, like he's going to give me his picks.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it away. John Moxley back to WWE. I would insert him right in that kind of triple threat they got going on with Roman, Seth, Moxley, and include Punk. That'd be interesting. So I'd send him back there, and especially under Triple H, he'd get the right treatment there. So love to see him come back. I think it'll happen at some point. And then AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles is a big name who would fit in perfectly in AEW. His style, and just like Jeremy said, they could use a big name. So I'll go my other pick since AJ Styles was already taken. I'll say Randy Orton. Randy Orton was my other one. I think they could really benefit from a veteran with that much experience, being in the game that long, that big a name. He's a different style than's in AEW. So I think he would be a great fit there too. I'd imagine the matches too. Will Ospreay and Randy Orton be huge. Hangman Page and Randy Orton. So there'd be a lot of cool matches. So I'll go Randy Orton since Jeremy stole my homework. But yeah, I'm going Moxley and I'll go Randy Orton.
I'm very surprised nobody picked Kenny Omega.
I love Kenny Omega, but I just don't know how he would fit. I think he'd get buried, not buried, lost in the shuffle in WWE.
Yeah.
Really?
The only other one I would say would maybe be Finn Balor going to AEW, because just with all the history from New Japan and all that kind of stuff. But
that's why.
And I think Finn Balor's a little lost right now, so I think that would be a good for his career in general. But
I don't disagree on that one.
That's him and Kevin Owens. They have the indie rep. That's what AEW originally was about. It was about the top indie guys, And by the way, how I would book CM Punk. Was that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, obviously we're gonna go Vince Russo Attitude Era. We're gonna pan to the Young Bucks standing backstage. CM Punk is gonna hit him with a car, and it's gonna go straight to black. And then we're gonna pan slowly, window halfway down, and then you see CM Punk's eyes, and then you just hit the music, and then that's it.
Actually, pretty cool.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Why do you pay the big bucks?
Way more detailed than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I was going to say just have him come back and feud with Jack Perry, but
yeah,
that's way better.
If anyone's looking for a booker, I'm your guy.
All right. That was fun, even though Jeremy read my mind. We are now going to jump into this week's merch table, and I'm going to hand it over to Jeremy. No wig this time, so maybe we'll get through it without all the distraction. So, Jeremy, take it away.
All right. I'm going to, I got two things I want to bring back from my childhood past that I shockingly stumbled upon today. So, first, The Rock Says book. What year was this actually published? That's a good question. Yeah, I
don't even remember that coming out ever.
I'm amazed you own a book.
I own a lot of books.
Video game.
with pictures or with actual words?
With the actual words, believe it or not. I know it's shocking. It doesn't have a date.
Not German. You've always been to that Final Fantasy.
It has to have a date.
Yeah, every book has one.
It usually does. Oh, wait.
Well, this is riveting television. Okay.
2000.
Jeremy, let me ask you.
2000. It's
Have you read
25
this
years
book?
old. That's terrifying.
It's taken him 25 years to finish.
It's just about an hour ago. I didn't understand all the words 25 years ago. Leave me alone.
Like that's SpongeBob. 25
They're really
years later.
big. but spit it out, Junior.
He doesn't actually become a rock? I don't get it.
He's not made of stone?
What's the Rock saying? I've never met a rock that speaks, so tell me.
We learned a lot about that book. Thank you, Jeremy. Let's go to the next one.
Next.
And next was the John Cena DVD Word Life. I actually met him and got his autograph right before WrestleMania 20 in Newark. I was 16 or 17 at the time. He was signing it at, I think it was FYE in Jersey Gardens Mall in Elizabeth.
That's his actual signature on it?
Yeah, and it's signed right here too.
Oh, wow.
He did.
That's actually awesome.
I shook his hand, and that hand was like going to crush my hand. It was ridiculous how big he was. I was actually the last person to get the autograph.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Why didn't I
like
go?
2 minutes.
Why didn't I go?
I don't know, but I remember going with two of my friends from Newark. This kid, Kevin Johnson, and his cousin Jarrell.
He's asking who got that cheese? Who got that fuego?
Who got
Got fuego. Got the
Little
ganj.
backstory for everybody listening, because nobody's going to understand that. That's how Jeremy used to walk down to the corner and ask for illegal substances.
Apparently.
I had the
That's what he
connection.
did. I lived
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
straight over. I didn't know that was a thing. So,
We literally lived in each other's backyards, and that never was said other than right now.
and I don't think I've ever said El Fuego.
No, I said fuego.
He did.
Got that fuego, son.
Got that fuego. All right. We went way off topic there. But the second one was cool. I'll give you that, Jeremy.
That was
the signature's
cool.
awesome.
Yep.
All right. We're going to transition away from that.
What segment was that?
That was the roast Jeremy segment.
The Jeremy History 101.
Hey, people need to learn about my stories. They are one of a kind. They are
That's its own show.
magnificent.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need another platform for that.
They love your stuff.
Patreon.
We say this every episode, and when honestly, I don't really know if we should. I think we need to just leave it.
The controversy.
All right. Let's get into this week's deep dive, and we are going to do our Wrestlepalooza picks. So next weekend in Indianapolis, we have Wrestlepalooza. No longer going head to head with AEW. AEW bumped up their time to start earlier, so I think it'll finish before Wrestlepalooza. So I don't know if that influences your picks and what surprises there might be, but just throwing that out there too. So let's start it off with what is supposed to be the main event. I think they're booking as the main event. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And let's start it off. I want to start off with Mr. Cena himself, but I'll go let's start with Kathy. Kathy hasn't started one.
I want to say that Cena's going to go on this happy tour on his way out, but I don't think they would have brought Lesnar back without a win. So I'm going to go Lesnar. I don't know. It seems like Jeremy already agrees with me, so you go next.
Jeremy, that means you.
Yeah, I have to agree with Kathy on this one. I think Cena's going to lose. You don't bring Lesnar back right now and have him beat Lesnar right away. I think that's one of the end game bosses in his line of going out in his last tour. So I definitely don't think he wins the first go around. I think he has to come back and beat him somehow. And I definitely think this is Brock's.
Because what? Crown Royal is next, right?
Crown Jewel, yeah.
Crown Jewel, that's what it is. Crown Jewel.
Wait, so who did you pick, Jeremy? I'm lost. Cena or Lesnar?
Lesnar.
I thought you picked Cena.
Nope.
That's what I thought.
How can you betray your man?
Because I'm following the storyline right now.
All right, Jeremy, who's up next?
Charlie.
Okay, I will be the opposite, I guess. I'm going to go, in the words of Santino Marella, John Cena. I am voting for the 17th unseen. John Cena is going to win this match. I don't think he loses this quick, considering we're getting close to the end of that retirement tour. And I think this is a victory for Cena. Joe?
All right, so that leaves me. I'm going the same way. I'm going Cena. I think this is Cena's get back on Lesnar from their match however many years ago, that SummerSlam where he got obliterated. And Cena only has 4 more matches, I think. So I don't think he wrestles Lesnar again. He's going to wrestle somebody else. So give Cena the win here. Lesnar can do whatever. It doesn't matter. Lesnar could take a loss and he's still going to look like a monster. So it doesn't matter. So I'm going John Cena. All right. And then we'll go to a match that was just announced Friday night. So we covered this one last time. We'll cover it again because this is actually happening now. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, a.k.a. Drew McIntyre.
I hated you when you sent it like that. I'm like, oh, damn you.
So let's start with Jeremy.
Oh, I did.
Jeremy, you start this one off.
Oh, it's Cody Rhodes. He's coming back after a long layover. That it's 100% Cody Rhodes.
Last time you went McIntyre.
Yeah.
Last time you went McIntyre.
Yep.
That's how we got McIntyre.
Yep.
All right, Jeremy, who's up next?
Charlie.
I want to pick McIntyre because I like saying McIntyre. I was thinking about picking McIntyre, but unfortunately, I can't pick McIntyre. So unfortunately,
he's not wrestling.
Pick Cody Rhodes, but I wish McIntyre would.
All right,
Kathy.
Who's up next?
I just feel like McIntyre has to have a win, but I unfortunately don't think it's gonna be yet. So I'm gonna go Cody. He just got that title. I don't think it's gonna change this quickly. Joe.
All right.
Clean sweep.
So that's
what do we say?
Nope. I am going McIntyre.
Oh,
take a chance here. Title length for Cody Rhodes, it doesn't really make sense. It would be very, very quick. But I don't know where Cody goes from here. he could go to maybe Randy Orton somehow. I'm thinking big picture. So I think you give it to McIntyre, and then you give Cody's better. Maybe this is a topic for another day, but Cody is better in the chase, I think, than when he actually has the title. It's been kind of boring. So I think maybe you give it to McIntyre and he chases McIntyre for a little bit. And if not, whatever. I'll be doing a stipulation, I guess. But I'm going McIntyre. All right, next we got another big match. They're going big on this. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. So let's start it off with Charlie.
I think this is the layup of the night. I think it's CM Punk, AJ Lee. Unless some outside shenanigans happen, that would be the only way I could see this going the other way, but CM Punk, AJ. Joe, I'm going to go you.
All right, I took my risk already, so I'm not taking a risk on this one. I'm going to agree with you. CM Punk and AJ Lee. I could see Rollins and Becky Lynch winning, so you can continue the feud with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, with AJ Lee winning the Intercontinental title at some point, maybe. But yeah, I'm going to play this one safe. I'm going CM Punk and AJ Lee. I think it's a layup, like you said. It makes too much sense. So let's go, Kathy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a quick victory in this sense, but it'll then branch out to obviously the men versus the women for the titles, and then just sweep them later. But I think there's no way with the response that they're getting, they will riot. There's no way this will end with any other way. I think. Come on, Jeremy. Do you agree?
I have to say we are all in agreement on this one. You bring back AJ Lee. I don't think you're giving her a loss on this one, on her first pay-per-view coming back and everything. Too much momentum with them right now. So I agreed. Layup.
All right, so let's clean sweep. Now we'll go to the women's world title. You got Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer. And there is no champion currently. So this is the side, the title that Naomi vacated. So let's open it up. I want to say Jeremy so bad because I know he has no idea on this.
Do it.
I'm going Io Sky.
All right, there you go.
Oh.
I think she's a good wrestler. She's very acrobatic, and I just want to see her win it.
Fair point. I stand corrected. Who's up next?
And you live your life in a 2-second delay at all times. That's really time we saw that happen.
Jeremy, who's going next?
Kathy.
This is a hard one because there's a lot of storylines. There's no way this is going to be a clean fight. There's going to be a lot of people involved in this, no matter what. I think I'm going to go Sky, and it'll push this Kabuki Warrior thing even farther, and they'll help. I think there's definitely more involvement in this, so I'm going to go Sky. Joe.
All right. I'm going to go Stephanie Vaquer. She came up with a lot of hype. They haven't done a lot with her since she came up. I think she's been waiting for this match. But I'll go Stephanie Vaquer. I agree with you. I think the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka gets involved, maybe costs Io Sky the match. So I'll go Stephanie Vaquer. And let's go Charlie.
I'm gonna go Stephanie Vaquer because I think she's a really good wrestler, and I like the way she wrestles. Like Jeremy said about Io Sky.
Is that it?
No, I'm going. I'm just playing with it. I'm going Stephanie Vaquer. I think that's the right move to make. Io Sky's been there. She's got been brought up to do something big. Let's do it. Pull the trigger. It's her time. I got back here.
All right. And then the last announced match, we have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed versus the Usos. This is a tough one. So let's start off with, let's start Kathy.
I think, especially because they lost last time, I'm going to go Breaker and Braun because I'm sure there's going to be, again, it's going to be another involvement. I think they're really building on this, the Usos are not clicking and they're not smooth and they're fighting. And I think that's going to be a problem. I know, like, obviously the Usos have way more momentum, but I think it'll actually build a bigger story if they lose, and it brings it into other storylines. LA Knight, all those people that have already kind of jumped in. So I'm going to go Breaker and Braun. Charlie.
I don't want to be a copycat, Kathy, but I like your pick and I like your reasoning. Just because I'm afraid that I'm starting to look like Braun Breaker. I mean, not Braun Breaker, the fat guy. I need to go to the gym and I will need to make this pick for the Braun boys.
Who's up next?
Yeah, Joe.
All right. I will also go Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I think there's a story brewing with Jey Uso, seeing him going in a darker, meaner direction. So I think they're going to continue to build on that. A loss here can continue to push that. So I'll go Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Also, what Kathy said, they took the loss last time at SummerSlam.
Right.
So, yeah, it makes sense for them to win. Jeremy, you're up.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but yeah, I am agreeing with you guys on that one. You also got the fact that, shut up, Charlie. You also got the fact that they're like the Usos are feuding, like you're saying, and everything, and then you're having say to Jay is that you're like Roman right now, like how you're talking, all that. So stuff is building up clearly, and you got to keep that storyline going because if they win, then what are you doing with it? It's over with at this point if they lose. So in order to keep a lot of other people in the higher echelon like involved in the storyline, you got to have them win.
I want to take 2 seconds here just to recognize Jeremy. Bravo. You did your research. I just clapped that one up for you. Thank you. It's a good job. There is one more rumored match. Do we want to get into that as a pick? You got a women's title match from SmackDown that they're hinting at. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill. Do we want to throw this in here too as a rumored match?
Yeah, why not?
All right, this could break it up a little bit. There's 3 people in this match, so we'll see. Let's go. I'll go first on this one. I've never gone first, so I'll go first instead of picking. I'll go Tiffany Stratton retaining. I don't think it makes sense to give either other two a title, so if this match does happen, I still got Tiffany Stratton winning. And I'll kick it over to Charlie.
It's still Tiffy time. Tiffy wins.
Simple enough.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, I think it's Tiff too. I don't think the title's moving hands on this night.
Kathy.
I'm going to give Jade her moment to shine finally. I think it's time. They bring people over and then they don't do anything with them. They have to eventually do it. So I'm going to go Jade.
Right.
I think they've given up on Dixon.
I can see that. I don't think she fits well with. I think she did well in AEW. I don't think she's doing well here.
Yeah,
I think it's a different crowd and it's a different type of character.
I think you have to be at a certain level at WWE, and I don't think she got there. I think the ship might have sailed on Jade.
I think she should have went to NXT first.
Yeah,
she should have spent some time there.
She would have done really well in NXT, I think.
Yeah, I mean. Look at Ethan Page, you know, and that guy's a seasoned pro. But you know, they sent him to NXT, and she goes up to the main roster. I'm
wondering if it's because how much they paid for her. maybe they felt like NXT wasn't a good return on their investment.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's true.
That's true. Yes.
We'll see. The picks are in. I think this was the most varied picks we've had. I don't think we had this one where two people picked
We had
all
one
the
or
same.
two
So
that were sweeps.
we had two.
Yeah.
Two sweeps.
I played mine safe. I played mine booking 101.
yeah, I typically speculate wildly. Tired of losing. I went one. So let's see if I can win one for once. And with that being said, that will lead into our stipulation in 2 weeks. So for this one, the winner will get to pick who does the open to the show in a promo style of a wrestler of their choosing. So, i.e., Jeremy in the voice of Macho Man. Or
Wait, are we
Paul Bearer.
person
Oh,
picks?
yeah.
Do we get to pick the gimmick they got to do? The loser? I think that would be more fun.
Can you try that in English? The King's English, please?
The winner gets to pick who
Talk
does
and
the promo, and then it's a group decision on the character they portray in the promo.
Yeah, that's fine. But the person who has to do it doesn't get a say.
Any character you give me, I'm going to hit it out of the park.
Did you say unless
you
you
just
don't
put
get chosen, or you're really making it sound fun?
Yeah,
so
you're
nobody
making
chooses
them
you.
bold.
It's a challenge now.
I already went. Somebody else has got to go.
We've all gone.
Joe had to wear the
Kathy.
mask the whole episode.
Yeah.
I just keep winning.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
All I do is win.
All right. So tune in 2 weeks and you'll get to see who's cutting a promo, possibly in the voice of Skinner or Henry O. Godwin.
Virgil.
So stay tuned for that. And we will give the results of our picks in next week's episode. We've got one more topic for tonight. And I will.
Wait, what was our tiebreaker? I forgot what we finally decided on for tiebreaker.
Good point. We didn't cover the tiebreaker. Tiebreaker will be the length of the Lesnar John Cena match. And as always, closest without going over. And we'll just do minutes. We're not going to do seconds. We're not going to get that granular. So who won last time? We'll let them go first. I forgot.
Jeremy probably won.
Jeremy, I think, won actually.
Jeremy did win, yes. So Jeremy, you get to pick first.
I lost.
How many minutes will the Lesnar Cena match be?
$22 minutes.
That's a good pick.
Joe.
All right. I think let's go in order of who won. I think Kathy, you came in second, so you can go next.
I'll do 18.
All right, Charlie.
Kathy, you're a smart girl. I wrote this down before you picked. I don't think you see that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be long, but I also don't think it's gonna be super quick.
17. Both of these guys
17?
are getting up there in age. I don't think we need to see them for 25 minutes, 26 minutes.
Yeah.
But
All right, I'll
maybe no
go.
surprises.
I'll play it low. I'll say 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't think Brock hasn't wrestled in a long time. I don't know what his cardio is like. He typically turns purple in his matches anyway, so I don't see it going long. And John Cena's old, so yeah, 15 minutes.
What Jeremy have?
22.
22.
It's close.
We're close. We're all very close.
Oh,
So, we are all in agreement that it won't be a long match, though. So
Yeah.
why did it be
Yeah.
a 60-minute Iron Man match?
right. Like if Jeremy would win.
And then Jeremy's gonna win again, just,
Yeah, he wins
just by
again.
chance. Always. Always.
All right, so let's jump into our last segment of the week, our gimmick of the week. We're going to talk about Phantasio, and I'm going to kick it over to Kathy for that.
Yeah, this week's gimmicks real spellbinder here. Was this his other name? So back in, was it July 94? 5, we had about a 5-minute intro to Phantasio. I don't really know. They pronounce it even weirder. Harry Del Rios, which no relation. I actually double checked just to make sure. Fun fact about him is an individual. He was the first ever developmental contract before NXT was a thing. There was the U.S. Wrestling Alliance, and he was the first person to ever sign it, which is really unfortunate that his career really didn't go anywhere. But to Phantasio specifically, he had this weird mime mask, black and white makeup, almost Sting-ish, but not quite. He came in with a candlestick turned walking stick turned confetti. I don't really know. He wrestled maybe 5 minutes against Tony DeVito, which of course the commentators said, no relation to anybody else. I don't know if we're allowed to say names here, Tony
DeVito's
I don't know.
From Jersey.
Yeah, Tony DeVito's everybody's cousin. So I guess they should have said,
in Jersey,
no relation.
I'm sure.
But yeah, he came in maybe 5 minutes. Really good match. He's a very talented wrestler. The best part of his entire gimmick was his finisher. Atomic bomb into pulling the boxers right out of your singlet. There's some very nice heart boxers that came out of DeVito. He even got the refs boxers. Of course, they were black and white stripes.
Jerry would purposely throw the match.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I just want you to take off my pants, Phantasio.
How about it?
Yeah,
No, stop! Get away!
I got 90% Pat Patterson hired him. I'm just going to say that. Take it for what you want.
Yeah, really unfortunate. Really good wrestler. Really talented. Pretty interesting match. She was throwing him around like he was a rag doll. That was let's not put somebody who that large as a magician. That's just a weird mix. He's a magician in real life, though, which is even crazier to think about. Can you imagine your kid's birthday party? That's the guy that shows up for your kid's birthday party?
No, I want Chris Angel.
He's an amateur magician. That's where his whole thing came from, is he was a real magician.
I don't want a guy that might be able to kick my ass. I want Chris Angel to come to my
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. That was definitely...
That isn't jacked... Well, I might like Phantasio or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he went back to Spellbinder right after that, was in and out for the next couple years. I think he officially retired in 2012, but very uneventful career, which, again, I don't know. The little bit I've watched of him over the years was actually not bad, so maybe he just didn't sell it very well. I thought it was cool. I liked it. I liked the whole gimmick. I thought it was cool, but I guess maybe nowadays it would have done a little bit better. Maybe not today, but 2000s, maybe. But
Ralph Reynolds coming down in a towel and everything.
They sent David Copperfield over a contract. If we can get him, Jeremy, who's your favorite musician? I want to know. Of all time. I really
could care less. David Blaine?
Magic Mike.
Good choice. I thought you would say the Amazing Jonathan.
That's a good one.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's props. Comment below if you know that, because that's a great reference. I just pulled out a reference right there. Jeremy, you had nothing.
I forgot about
even think of David Copperfield.
I said David Blaine.
He's the most famous magician in the fucking planet.
You told me I'm a musician. I picked one, and you said I didn't say
musician.
anything.
That's a different category, sir.
All right. I'm going Rob Zombie, Bon Jovi, actually.
I don't know where this is going.
It's taking
strikes again.
Yep.
Oh,
I will say about this guy though, I agree with Kathy a little bit. He had a cool look. He looked kind of like the Crow or Sting, I would even say. But the thing that pissed me off the most about the gimmick was why Sting did the same thing. Why did he come out with a mask of his face paint and remove the mask to the face paint? Sting did the same thing in WCW too.
Merch.
Never understood
Merch.
it. Merch. You want that Phantasio mask?
Phantasio.
I tried to look to see if they ever made anything
with boxer pullers
for fun. There's nothing. There's absolutely no recollection except for that 5 minutes of television that this man ever existed. Because even when he went back to Spellbinder, it was just like black lines. Like it wasn't the whole thing.
I was ready to kill somebody with that scarf.
No, I'm looking for I'm looking to pull a Phantasio toy out of the scarf, but I have no magic.
That's what I was just going to ask. Do you have a Phantasio in that box somewhere?
No. He pulls guys' underwears off. The Jeremy probably has a better chance of action figure.
Yeah, guy's a real pervert.
Sick.
But the rumor is why he only had one match. So if Bruce Pritchard talked about this before that. So Phantasio came out and he did like the blowing fire trick where he had like the stick, put it in his mouth and blew out fire or whatever, something like that. In Gorilla, right before he came out, he had some like liquid fire stuff and he accidentally sprayed it and lit Gorilla on fire before he went out.
No.
And then continued out to have his match.
Wait, he lit Gorilla Monsoon on fire?
Yes, Gorilla Monsoon. Harambe.
Derek, no! This is for Harambe.
No, the Gorilla position backstage. He lit it on fire before he came out.
You said he lit Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, just for shits and gigs.
Just for fun, yeah.
Monsoon on fire.
My bad.
He almost lit Bruce Pritchard on fire, and that's supposedly why they released him.
In the Gorilla position. Okay, sorry. I must have had audio cut because I just heard he lit Gorilla on fire.
He lit the Gorilla position on fire.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Context is key.
Yeah, sorry. I need to be more specific. Gorilla position. He did not light an actual gorilla on fire. So Peter, don't go looking for Phantasio.
Yeah, right?
He's a magician. You never know.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm just going to let Jeremy keep going.
He's going to do that for
He's
about 5
a
minutes.
magician. You never know with those types. You know.
It's well known.
On fire.
Like animals on fire.
And poof, it's not on fire.
He's
magic.
True soul in the segways.
You are magic, Jeremy. You are magic to the show.
All right. That was our gimmick of the week. Let us know what you think. If there's any more information on Phantasio, Spellbinder out there, if he's still lighting animals on fire, or if he's doing birthday parties. What if he lit animals on fire at kids' birthday parties?
And then it
Jeremy
flew away into birds.
That's the type of thing magicians do.
All right,
I don't know what kind of magicians you've seen, but that's definitely not it.
Rob Zombie magicians.
Oh boy. All right. This train's off the rails.
This Titanic is sinking.
Oh, God.
Here,
Right.
take my brain.
Is our week's episode. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you stick it out through that whole segment there, I don't blame you if you didn't. But if you did, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe.
We gotta give
Give us a follow on TikTok.
Iceberg, straight ahead.
You mean that thing right there?
Follow us on Instagram as well.
Oh, God.
Before I hand it over to Charlie, Jeremy, you got any last thoughts Anything else you want to get out of your system?
Why would you let him?
Nobody's watching.
Beware dragons.
Or it's like a car wreck and you just gotta watch. You gotta watch the rest.
Beware dragons under the bed.
That is totally. I don't even know.
All right, Jeremy, you're cut off.
You're cut off. Yeah, no, we're done.
Okay. If you want to, next week, please. I'm begging at this point. Join us for another edition of Squared Circle Spotlight, where gimmicks are golden, merch is mandatory, and behind every pop, we have a weird friend named Jeremy.
See you guys next week. Maybe not Jeremy.